Hello guys, this is Glenn from Sydney CBD Repair Centre, and today we have something from Google. This is the Google Pixel 6 Pro with a very crushed display. So let's go fix it. So based on the Google Pixel smartphones that we have fixed so far in the shop, we can tell you that it's gonna be a quick one. But this is a Pixel 6 Pro, so we haven't fixed it here in the shop. So just like any other Pixel smartphones, we will have to remove this front display, which is the access to the internal components of the device. So unlike your Samsung Galaxy smartphones, this one is opened through the front. So you can see that there's a big connector for the display, which is kind of neat. This is what I like about the Google Pixel smartphones, is because they are like the old iPhones that you have to open through the display, and it's gonna be an easy fix if you have the proper screen replacement unit. So you just have to undo the latch and then the connector. But the unique thing about this Google Pixel 6 Pro is that there's an under the screen fingerprint scanner. So as you can see here, this is the replacement display, and there's a slot for the fingerprint scanner, which we will be extracting from the old display. But unlike the Apple's devices, this is not serialized, so you can just remove the fingerprint scanner hardware, and then you can install it to the new display, and it's still gonna work. No need for you to reprogram the Face ID or your fingerprint or the hardware serial information. So we're just gonna remove it here. But yeah, we are very careful when removing this because this is a very sensitive part, and you don't want to damage, even just tear a little bit of the flex cable. And then we're just gonna fix it on the replacement display. So if you are wondering if you can DIY this repair, I'm optimistic about the Google Pixel smartphone design, that you can do it even with minimal training. But if you're not really that confident, because we are still going to remove some plastic components from the old display. You can see here there's a frame. This is a plastic frame that it's gonna be removed so that we can properly slot in the replacement display to the main frame of the smartphone. So this is gonna be tedious, but the fact that we are not gonna reuse the old display is still good thing, because we can just scratch it up or use the necessary force to remove this plastic part. But still, we don't need to damage this specific part, so it can come off as one piece. And this is David testing the old display if it somehow works on the device, and yep, it does. But there's some white lines and a green line on the right side of the screen. You can use it to view things, but it's not really that usable when you try to enjoy content like Netflix or video. This is the replacement display. Of course, it works. Actually looks, it makes the smartphone look brand new with the new display. So it's working. The buttons are working. We are not gonna be able to test the fingerprint scanner at this point. We're just gonna have to do that later on. So the trick for the Google Pixel 6 Pro repair is you need to have patience, because there's some added steps compared to your Google Pixel 2 or 4. You have this plastic frame that will be put on top of the underneath the replacement display, and you have to remove the fingerprint scanner from the old broken display. And you also need to source the right display Sometimes sellers from China can sell you some inferior quality display. So if for your peace of mind, you can just visit your reputable service center like Sydney CBD Repair Centre. And if you want our services, if you want us to fix your Google Pixel 6 Pro, you can message David so we can prepare the components for you and do the job for you. If you can't visit our shop, you can mail in your broken smartphone to us. We'll fix it and then mail it back to you once we are done with the fix and the repair. So final test before we press it in. And while it's booting up, we can now press the display. Make sure that the plastic frame is also aligned on the metal frame. So the fingerprint scanner is also working through the new replacement display, which is good. So a few tests and letting the glue dry up and cure, and it's gonna be ready for the client. So if you have an Android smartphone like this Pixel 6 Pro or an iPhone that needs a fix, if you want to replace the battery of your iPhone that's already degrading, you can head on to Sydney CBD Repair Centre and let us do the job for you. So don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. I hope you enjoy this one. Until next time, cheers!
If you want your smartphone fixed for a very reasonable price, you may contact Sydney CBD Repair Centre. We also provide mail-in repair services for customers outside of Australia or Sydney. Just message us so we can arrange the shipping of your device.